What's going on, guys? ChaseWins.com, and it is Thursday, and it is the 10th of February. Happy Thursday, everybody. Getting ready to kick off. Kind of going to start a 4-day weekend today because we're going to do something special for you guys. We've got a lot going on this week, it being Super Bowl week and everything. Obviously, Super Bowl All Access Pass. We do one of these every single year. The game itself, the Super Bowl matchup itself, I always have a huge prediction on. Every year since I've gone public, you can go back and look, we have not only cashed in on that big winner, which is always rated at either, game of the month or game of the year status. So either huge 7 or 10 unit play, and then it usually at least a dozen, overall prop wagers, individual plus money wagers for team props, player props, as well as picks on the total of the game. There's just so much action that goes on, not just for that day, but just in that one game that you guys don't want to miss out on. Being that the game will get released, my pick on the game itself, which I've already pretty much got it, but I'm waiting on confirmation on one thing just to make sure that the team that I'm looking at is going in with the same, we'll call it roster, just the same setup that they need to be having. But being that, a couple of things, transpired during the playoffs that made it, at least in some sense, somewhat questionable, you just want to make sure. So because of that, that's what we're looking at. I will be releasing it tomorrow. I've got about 8 now. Soon to hopefully be 9 prop wagers already ready to go. Still plenty more, overall props, player props, team props. There's even going to be some fun props that we do, like we always do stuff that involves, something outside of the game itself. Like we might do something with the national anthem that, obviously those aren't the more serious wagers, but they're wagers nonetheless. We put time into them, actually doing the research to make the right pick, and it's just something else you can enjoy and make money on. All of that. So it looks like it very well could be, as far as in terms of how much action you'll get to play on the Super Bowl, this could end up being our biggest year yet. Being that it will, at minimum, just that one pick on the game itself will be at minimum, bare minimum, a 7-unit game of the month rated play. You can get that play along with everything else involving the Super Bowl, whether they're premium plays, because there'll be a lot of those. There'll be some daily top plays. There'll be, some leans and some fun stuff that we do that's outside of the actual game itself. All of that you'll be able to do as well. Everything that we've got, you'll be able to get all of it, one package. It's the Super Bowl All Access Pass. It's only $99. And again, as soon as you make your purchase, you'll get instant access to what's already posted, and you'll get updates every single day as more gets added to that card, despite what it is. You get all of it for $99, and because it is the Super Bowl, and because it will be a game of the month or year rated game plus everything else, you will get a 7-day pure profit guarantee with that package, meaning that it's not just involving that game, the entire package as a whole. So every play that's given out based on its rating, which will then tell you how many units need to be wagered, everything in itself has to be, the entire card as a whole has to be profitable overall, or you will get 7 days of all plays in all sports, premium and top plays, absolutely free of charge. So that's number one. And then we've got a game of the week going tonight in the NHL. NHL, we've only been really back for 2 days. Yes, there was a couple of games out there. What was it, on Monday night? There, a couple of games, one was involving the Carolina Hurricanes. We didn't play either of those. Tuesday, we got back in full swing of things, and the NFL went 4-1 overall. We went 2-1 on the normal premium card with a top play winner, and then I also released 2 more plays. The Knights on the money line at plus $1.15, as well as the Jets on the money line at plus $1.40. 2 half-unit wagers for the YouTube members only. Both of those won, so 4-1 there, 5-3 in college basketball that day. We ended up going 10-7 overall on Tuesday, but we also had a game of the week, and there was a small issue with it. It didn't involve a lot of people. It looks like, so we've been, the last 48 hours, The IT team has gone through and just sift through every account to try to find where the issue was. We believe we did, and then we wanted to figure out how many people it affected. And it looks like it has affected, you know, right now there's still one account that we're not 100% sure, and the person has not said anything. So we're not going to just assume that it did or didn't, but we have confirmed that it did affect 4 people, and it looks like it's because of them being logged in and not ever logging back out as this play was posted. So what we tell everybody is, you don't have to log in every day and check for plays. You don't have to do that. Emails get sent out immediately as soon as, whether it be one game get posted or 40 games. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what sport they're in. It doesn't matter what the rating of them is. If a game gets posted on the site, and immediately after that game gets posted and it is saved, an email gets blasted out to every single active client, whether you are on a pass that it includes or you're not, but we also let you know in case you wanted to get on it, you know what's there and what to expect. So we tell everybody, don't sign on at 6 o'clock in the morning and then sign on another dozen times by 8 a.m. knowing that no games are being played till 7 p.m. Most of the lines weren't even out at the time of the morning you were logging in. So why would you assume plays are ready when the majority of the games don't even have official lines that have been released? We put more time, I can promise you this, I put more time into these games, into my research, into the way I follow the market, the way I break everything down, than anybody in the industry. You can pick 5 cappers of your choice. I don't care how long they've been doing it, how much of a veteran they are, how big their service is or isn't. I don't care. Pick 5 of your choice, and I guarantee if you added up all five of them, the amount of time each one of them spends on a daily card and the games that they're going over, how much time they actually spend, add them all up, and I bet it doesn't equal half the amount of time that I spend on it. Me, just myself. That's why I win at rates that are 10x what they could even pray to do. I tell people every day, games are not going to go out until they are 100% ready. And just because games are on does not mean I'm playing them. And I tell people every week, and it's almost the same people every single week like clockwork, that like on a college basketball Saturday, this Saturday, perfect example. I was in Chapel Hill, but I was working. We didn't actually, leave out to go to the game until an hour and a half before it, which was 30 minutes after the plays had been posted. So I was actually, inside working, doing everything, getting the games ready. And then 1 o'clock rolls around where there was probably, 18 to 20 games that came on at the 1 p.m. Eastern time hour. And at 12:45, then again at 1 o'clock, then again at 1:15, then again at 2 o'clock, I've got those same people sending me 2, 3, 4 emails, 3 or 4 DMs on Twitter, texting me, everything, freaking out. Like, hey, where's the plays? Where's the plays? I have no 1 o'clock games. Oh, well, what about 2 o'clock? You will get plays when they are ready. Emails will go out and you will have more than plenty of time to get them in. And again, we didn't have a single play until very late in the afternoon on Saturday. Same thing happened on Monday where, information, it took a long time for this information to get gathered on some of those Monday games. And it got, for a weekday, games got released at 7, after about 7:30. First game was taking off at 8:30, or one of our first games being played at 8:30. So more than plenty of time to play them. But, that's about an hour and a half later than a normal weekday would ever be released. But it is what it is, and we went out there and we had a great day. We made money, we put profit in our pockets, and that's what it's about. So guys, these 4 people on the game of the week on Tuesday, we had a NCAA basketball game of the week. It went at 10 o'clock that night. Now, everybody knew that I went to Clemson, South Carolina to watch the Tar Heels play the Tigers. Great game. I'll post some stuff on Twitter, some videos. Again, great seats, Tar Heels did their thing. I wasn't impressed with the game as a whole. Caleb Love scares the shit out of me. I think RJ Davis did great. Armando Bacot's just a fucking beast, but the refs were absolutely targeting him. They were doing everything they could to get him to foul out of the game because they knew that with him in the game, no matter, if he had to single-handedly win the game, that team could not beat North Carolina if Armando Bacot was on the court. And even though he did foul out, and they made sure of it, they took that last second three-pointer. They didn't make it. Carolina wins by 2. A good win there. But we also, at 10 o'clock that evening, we had a game of the week. And in that same game, I also released a second play, which was just a normal premium play that was just for the people that got the game of the week, whether they're all-access clients or whether they bought the play. So you were getting the 5-unit game of the week, and you were also getting a secondary 1-unit just premium rated play. Well, the 4 accounts that we have been able to verify that had an issue with the game of the week, after 2 days of digging into why it was, because when we sit there and was like, hey, congratulations on another game of the week winner, it was Pacific versus University of Southern California, the Trojans, over 135.5 the total, and it was an easy win. Another easy win, another big cash in, but they said, no, that wasn't your game of the week. Your game of the week was USC minus 18. I said, no, if you look, USC minus 18 is below that and clearly states above it, extra play, 1 unit, premium play. Above that is where it says, the first thing you would have come to is game of the week, 5 units, Pacific USC over 135.5, which was a winner. And come to find out, the reason that they weren't seeing the full updated version of it was because they had logged in before that game of the week was even released, before they knew it was coming. Nobody knew about it. They knew it was a possibility, but it wasn't posted. It wasn't saved. It wasn't where anybody could have, seen it on the site. They had logged into the members area and were not logging out. They were just refreshing the screen every 30 seconds to a minute to whatever. And so when we posted the play and updated the site, it updated 99.9% of the people, but just those handful of people, theirs didn't update. So then when they finally did log out and log back in, it was only partially updated on their end, which again goes to show you can't do that, guys. You got to wait for what we do. Refreshing that screen is it's going to prevent you from getting information. It's not going to benefit you in any way. And I have preached that 1,000 times. I have told certain customers that at least a dozen times to the same people, and it still keeps happening. And it is what it is. But for the people that, got the right play. But what I did is, because we knew we had a problem, again, we didn't know it was 4 people in total at that time. We only knew of 2. But I went through and updated the entire purchase history. So every person that purchased that, I gave them 3 days of all plays and all sports, a full 3-day pass. Because I did not know who did or didn't get it. We were trying to go through every single person one by one. It was a time-consuming and very tedious process, and I was not going to let anybody that didn't get something, even though it would have been their fault, I wasn't going to leave them hanging. They purchased something, they're going to get it. So I went through. So there's some people that got the game of the week. They played it, they won it, they made a bunch of money, and they still got 3 days for free. And, I'm left holding that, but it is what it is. So today, game of the week in the NHL for Thursday. I know that every account has been fully updated. It was released a few hours ago, and it's going to be a big one. It is not in the early games, so there's 4 or 5 games going at like the 7 o'clock, 7:05 time. It's not in one of those. It is a later game, but tonight, after the NFL stuff gets posted for the Super Bowl, I will be leaving. Whoever else is at the office with me will be leaving. I project that to be somewhere around 8 o'clock, maybe 8:30. But whenever I go to leave, that purchase link will come down off the site. So get over to the site and get on it as early as possible so that you don't risk missing out and not being able to get the play. Again, as always, $50 winner. You get 3 days of all plays and all sports absolutely free. This one is going to be an absolute blowout. And while you're there, you want to get on 2 more things. One of them, you'll have 2 different options. The other one, you'll just want to make sure you get on that. And this is the way you're going to be able to make the most money not just tonight, but potentially over the course of the whole weekend. And I'll tell you about it right now. So real quick recap for Tuesday. Again, that 10-7 day with the game of the week winner, picking up just under 6 units of pure profit, 5.8 units of profit to be exact, coming off of a big Monday with another big day of profit. Then we go into Wednesday. That was the only day that we have had, where we didn't make any profit. We actually had a 6-3-1 day, but we did drop a very, very rare drop of a daily top play in the NHL on the Seattle Kraken in regulation. They did not take care of business. So a 6-3-1 day, a push, 6 wins, 3 losses. We actually dropped a unit. We dropped 1 unit, but no big deal because we were still already over 10 units for the week. Coming into Thursday, where not only we have another game of the week with a game of the year looming over the next 72 hours if everything pans out, that'll be a big 10 unit play to send this week into absolute frenzy and have our profit margin just leave planet Earth. But again, Wednesday, we went 2-2-1 in NCAA basketball. We hit our underdog, so that was good. We did drop a 1 bucket. We would have picked up our very late game, our Texas Tech Oklahoma over 128. 1 bucket. 1 bucket's all we needed to cash that one. Had another good day in the NHL, went 4-1, but we dropped the top play, so that hurt. And that's where, it went from a very profitable day to a day where we barely took a loss. So that's what I tell you guys. It doesn't matter about your record. 6-3-1. If I would have just said we went 6-3-1 yesterday and said nothing else, you would have assumed that we won, we made money, everything's all good. But that's what transparency is. And yeah, we went 6-3-1, but we lost a unit. The day before, yeah, it didn't seem like that great of a day, only 10-7, but we made almost 6 units of profit. So over the past 2 days alone, great record, fantastic overall, and great profit overall. Count Monday in there, we're still over 10 units, guys. So, there's nothing to be upset about. Thursday's going to be huge. So when you go to the website, you hit the purchase tab, make sure that you get on the game of the week. That'll be the first thing you see. Make sure you get on it as early as you can. And then below that, you'll see the daily top play pass is $25. Those plays are $25 each. But tonight I've got 2 of them. You'll get 2 for the price of 1. $25, you get both of them. You win or you get the next day free, no questions asked. And then below that, you'll see the Super Bowl 56 All Access Pass, $99, 7-day pure profit guarantee if the overall card is not profitable. But to get the daily top plays today, again, you can get them just by paying the $25 for the daily top play pass. But if you want to instead get a 3-day all sports pass, you can get all the premium plays and all the daily top plays for not just tonight, tomorrow, and Saturday. You'll get it through Sunday. So you'll get an extra day. We're going to do the extra day promo. Now keep in mind, that does not include Super Bowl plays. The only way to get this weekend Super Bowl plays, same way it is every year, you have to be an all-access member, whether it's 30 days or whether it's a full year, or you have to buy the Super Bowl all-access pass, by itself. But again, don't just focus on the Super Bowl. You want to get on that. You want to get those wagers in earlier. But what about tonight? What about Friday? What about Saturday? What about the other stuff going on Sunday that you can make money on that the odds makers and everybody are not even going to be paying attention to? Every Super Bowl Sunday, we cash in on sports that nobody even thinks about because it's Super Bowl Sunday. You do not want to miss out on that. Go to chasewins.com, get on it now. Come join us, start making money tonight. All right, let's get you on a free play real quick. And I tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go to the NHL. We're going to take a totals play, 7:05 p.m. I tell you what, I'm going to give you 2 plays that I want you to play. 7:05 p.m. Capitals tonight. I want you to take the Capitals tonight in regulation. Again, if you actually just look at team for team, Capitals don't impress me that much. But Ovechkin coming back the other night after being on his COVID protocol, they did end up losing to Columbus, but I think they redeemed that tonight. And if you look at what, they're going up against the best goalie for them they possibly could. Somebody that has been averaging giving up over 4 goals a game for the season. And with the style of play that Ovechkin and his team do, fast pace, bringing those forwards all the way up to the net, that's what he struggles with the most in stopping. I do not think they're going to be able to not only not stop Washington from scoring. I don't think they're going to be able to even slow Washington down and make them skip a beat. So Capitals tonight, I mean, it is a high money line. We're not going to get over 200, but you can take them in regulation at minus 155 right now for them just to win without going into overtime. That line is a gift. So we're going to take that as a free premium play, the Washington Capitals in regulation minus $1.55. But as I told you, I don't think they're going to be able to slow Washington down. I think Washington could very well go over this total by themselves if they do not stop the fast pace. Washington tends to slow it down a little bit about midway through the third period if they've got a substantial lead. But if they give up a couple of goals, which they're known to do, Washington's not a great defensive team. So I do believe that they will give up at least one goal, probably at least two. And I think that would be enough to put it over the total of 5.5. But I do think that it's really worth playing over 5.5 at minus $1.40. Again, the total's at 6, but it's only minus $1.05. The odds makers are giving us a gift, letting us buy it down to 5.5 and go over and only having to pay $1.40 for it. I'll take it all day long. I love that play. So we're going to go over 5.5. If you're getting it at 6, buy it down. And we're also going to take Washington Capitals in regulation at minus $1.55. I love you guys. I'll see you in the winner's circle later tonight. Game of the week, double top plays, Super Bowl 56. Go get all of it at chasewins.com. Remember, the NHL Game of the Week goes tonight. Game of the Year on the horizon. 2 different sports, coming very soon. But one of them this week, I hope it's official. And I hope that we get to announce it and kind of, share it with the world over the course of the next 24 to 48 hours. Love you guys. We'll see you in the winner's circle. Good luck. Congrats on so far on another great week. Still killing February. It's going to end strong. Love you guys. And for tonight and everybody that joins us, we'll see you in the winner's circle, and we'll see you with a bunch of money in your pocket. Good luck, guys.